Guys and girls, Nintendo should not be smiling. This is not a smiling intro. Nintendo has been hacked. Okay, today we got to talk about game data mines. We got to talk about a game leak that's looking very exciting for another third-party major move onto Switch 2, and Nintendo has been breached. The Nintendo Ninjas have been caught sleeping as a major hacking group has claimed that they've got access to Nintendo's internal documents, which could mean a whole boatload of bad things. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from Switch Force. Let's run through what we got going down today, including this crazy hacking of what's supposed to be one of the most secure companies on earth. They take things so seriously. They got it on lockdown with their ninjas, unless it's me leaking their direct. And we got to cover it. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. First, though, Assassin's Creed Shadows looking to make its way to Switch 2. Hopefully you guys are excited about this. We do have a game popping up. It is a game key card. But look, what did you expect? Okay, this is a huge game. It's got so much content. Some might even say too much content. So when it popped up on French retailer Auchan, it's a game key card box art. But this is good news because it's probably coming soon. Now you might say, ugh, is it gonna run on Switch 2? But Ubisoft did phenomenal with Star Wars Outlaws, so I bet they're gonna do great with AC Shadows. They did so good with Star Wars Outlaws that not only did the port release in a really awesome state, a surprisingly great spot, but they continue to update the game and improve it even after launch. Which honestly is very impressive because Star Wars Outlaws is not a brand new game. They have no reason to do that. It already released in a pretty darn great spot. But they are cool over there at Ubisoft right now, at least with the Switch 2, and they are porting really good versions of their titles. So I expect AC Shadows, which was previously leaked by Nate the Hate a while back, to run really well on Switch 2. Could it come out late this year? It could, if they want to capitalize on some holiday sales, but more than likely it'll probably come out in a slower period. My guess is January or February. Give it some space from Star Wars Outlaws, give it some space from Pokemon and Metroid, give it a chance to gain an audience. And hopefully it does, because getting AC on Nintendo is really great. Last time we had Assassin's Creed on Nintendo was Black Flag and 3 on Wii U, and those were very bare-bone ports, and they did not sell all that well because they thought, hey, Nintendo, we're gonna support the heck out of this system. And then the Wii U just kind of fell apart, as you know. So no more AC on Nintendo since then, but it's coming back, it looks like, with AC Shadows, which I think is fantastic. You know, this is a platform now that's got Cyberpunk, it's got Resident Evil, it's got Star Wars, it's got Mario, of course, and it's got Assassin's Creed, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, a freaking just cornucopia, a buffet of the best franchises in video gaming, and it's only found on Nintendo Switch 2 because you sure can't play Mario anywhere else. But now let's get to this breach, okay? We know that there's been a bunch of major video game companies that have faced horrible hacks, okay? And let me be very clear, these are not good. These are not anything to be happy about, right? These are bad. They can lead to major issues within the company. They can lead to doxing and addresses and phone numbers exposed, which is terrible. No one deserves that. And they also can lead to a bunch of game information being leaked earlier than it should. A recent example that you might know or remember is that Insomniac's Wolverine got leaked, and the game looked pretty darn mediocre. Then when the game trailer actually came out as it was intended recently, Wolverine looks freaking crazy, absolutely great, and insanely ketchup-y. But having a game leak early like that is very, I'm sure, destructive to all the plans and all the time and love and care that Nintendo would have put into their efforts. And it also can show games before they're ready to be shown, which can lead to people being like, oh, that game looks terrible. Ends up not being terrible. So what's going down here? Apparently the Crimson Collective has hacked Nintendo. Now this sounds like something straight out of Cyberpunk, but it's actually reality. It looks like we have confirmation that they actually did hack because there's a list and a picture of all the files they claim to have access to. We got Nintendo Topics test preview, we got Nintendo mail assets, we got dev assets, we got production admin, staging preview, production backup, a lot of stuff that probably is very sensitive, probably is very locked down, and I'm sure the Nintendo Ninjas have their work cut out for them this weekend. They're probably very busy trying to figure out what the heck the Crimson Collective did here. Now, Crimson Collective apparently is known for breaching Red Hat's GitHub repositories, so they are a known hacker group. It does seem, based on what I've read, that they actually have a verified attack here And that is not good. Like I said, will this impact anything for us? Long term, probably not, but it's major news because Nintendo prides themselves on being very locked down. They pride themselves on being very secure, and they take this sort of stuff very seriously. Like, they don't want their information to get out. They don't want their games to get out. They don't even want the dates or the screenshots or the topics, genres, characters, anything to leak. And I'd say, honestly, they do a really good job of it. Like, for the most part, they are locked down. They're locked down on the legal front. They'll sue the heck out of people. They'll take it to Reddit and sue you. They really don't mess around. So for the Crimson Collective to mess with them seems like a dangerous sport. I don't know what they're hoping to get out of this. Some sort of ransom, some sort of just tomfoolery and chaos. They want to find out if Nintendo's actually making 3D Mario a new one or not. Whatever their goal is, this is bad. I don't like this. I hope Nintendo is able to resolve this. I'm sure they're freaking out this weekend, and we'll have to see and track this story to find out if Crimson Collective does leak anything, if they do get access to any really interesting and or important files, if they're able to share information with us. I hope they're not, though. Like I said, the worst case would be if they dox people. We don't want that to happen, and frankly, we don't want them to leak games and stuff. Let us find out for fun, on our own, in the directs, or in, leaks that are actually not criminal hacking. This is a crime. This is not just somebody hearsay heard something from somebody and leaking it. This is bad news. This is bad news all across the board. So we'll keep track of the Crimson Collective's raid on Nintendo and see where it goes. You guys keep track of and be careful with the Pokémon Legends Z-A data mine. Okay, copies are out there in the wild and spoilers are starting to show up. So if you're wanting to stay locked down on Pokémon Legends Z-A till launch, be careful out there. All right, we've already seen different Mega Evolutions leaked, story beats leaked, and there could be major things showing off in the coming days. Now, my hope is that Pokémon Legends Z-A has something kind of hidden behind the gameplay, the previews, what we've seen thus far. Like, yes, we know it's all in Lumino City. Yes, we know there's cool real-time battles, but what else is there? Is there more than meets the eye? And I'm kind of hoping that there is. I'm kind of hoping that there is something else, like just an evolution of the mechanics, a new area, you go to space to fight the final boss. I don't know, but something more than what they've shown thus far. I'm very excited for Legends now. I started off pretty down on it, but the previews were very positive. It does seem like the real-time battles are a significant step forward, or at least a step. And hey, I'll take a step out of my Pokemon games. You know I will. We need that more than anything. I hope this game runs really great on Switch 2. I'll be covering it at launch for you. Maybe I'll even check out the Switch 1 version because I'm kind of worried that this is going to run like poop on Switch 1 as Scarlet and Violet did when they first started off. We know that they're able to improve the heck out of them on Switch 2, but Switch 1, still kind of a shaky business situation, and this is a much newer game, so how will it fare on Switch 1? But alas, the important thing here is be careful. If you're seeing something cool for Pokemon Legends Z-A online, it's probably a leak, it's probably a spoiler, probably wasn't official or intended for you to see, so just be very careful of that. I know people take their Pokemon seriously, and if you don't want to see what the Mega Evolution of one of my favorite Pokemon looks like that I accidentally saw, it's weird. It's freaky. It feels like something out of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, to be perfectly honest with you. So we've got Nintendo hacked, we've got Pokemon Legends data mine, and we've got Assassin's Creed Shadows leaking out of the shadows and coming to Switch soon on a game key card, but like, alas, it's a huge game, so I get it. I mean, is it ideal? No, but hey, I'd rather have Assassin's Creed Shadows on Switch 2 than not on Switch 2. So let me know in the comments down below, what's your favorite story of the day? Is it Pokemon Legends Z-A data mine? I mean, it's not really great. Is it Assassin's Creed Shadows leaking? That's pretty good. Or is it the Crimson Collective going to war with Nintendo ninjas and trying to expose something? Who knows what? Maybe they just wanted to say that they did it. They hacked Nintendo, a very secure company. Let me know your take in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Love y'all lots. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Switch Force out.